Hello and welcome back to the Music Theory Challenge, where every day we are learning something new about music theory. We are now in Unit 2, so I did a little wardrobe change to mark the differences between the units. In the previous unit, we learned something so important that we need to carry with us to this unit, and that's the major scale space pattern. Do you remember the wholes and halves? So let's go ahead and write that down because we'll need it as a visual for today's lesson. So it is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. And today, well, actually, in the previous lesson, we learned the scales and we learned the order of sharps. So now in this unit, we're going to learn about something called flats. And the flat symbol to me almost looks like a B, like the letter lowercase b. And I just imagine I had a string to this side of it and pulled it up. So that's the flat symbol. That's what we're going to be working with today. The scale that has the first flat is the F major scale. So go ahead and write F to F on your notes right now. I'll do it too. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And I'm going to put a keyboard on the screen right now because that helps us to visualize our whole steps and half steps. So with the keyboard on the screen, let's find out where our flat note is hiding because we already know this scale has one flat. It's just about figuring out where it is. So first we need a whole step, right? F to G, is that a whole step? Yes. Check. Boop. G to A, is that the whole step we need? Yes. Check. A to B, we need a half step. Right now, it is not a half step. Right now, it is a whole step. So in order to drop that half step, we turn B into a B flat. And because I already told you in the beginning of the class, I gave you the answers, that this scale only has one flat, you're technically done. However, if you're one of those people who likes to double check their work, let's double check our work. So this is now a half step, check. Let's see if the rest of the scale matches this pattern. From B flat to C, do we have a whole step? Yes. Actually, changing it to B flat is what gave us that whole step right there. So that was key. C to D, do we have a whole step? Yes. D to E, do we have a whole step? Yes. And finally, we need a half step. And right now, E and F, there's no black key between them. They're next to each other, so they are a half step. So now you have your scale that has the first flat, that is the F major scale. Now, if you're following along the circle of fifths, you can actually put that one or put an F on the opposite side of the C. You know, when we were going clockwise, we're adding sharps. And so now we're going to go counterclockwise, adding flats. But don't worry about that just yet. We're going to do all of that in a future lesson. For today, the main thing I would like for you to work on is memorizing the F major scale or memorizing the name of this symbol being flat. Those would be the key things to memorize here. If you have not yet memorized your whole and half pattern, then definitely work on that. And there is a PDF guide that has everything that I cover in all of these lessons. This is a guide that I made for you. And if you would like access to that or to download it, I will link it down below. I hope you had fun in today's lesson, and I will see you tomorrow, where we're going to learn which scale comes next in the pattern. See you there. Ciao!